Greetings and salutations, Charlton66 here once again with another video and to go over a few things. One of the things, I got a little small haul from Midtown. It's the first time I've ordered from them and I'm looking forward to opening up that. I already know what's in them obviously, but it's one of those things that it kind of coincides with some issues that I already had. So also seen some YouTubers have been doing their 2018 wish list or what list. I'm going to go over that as well. I figure I'll do mine and, join the club, so to speak. And also talk about a movie that coincides with some of the comic books that I had picked up. So on to the first thing in the wish list that I have. I'm not going to go down and expose each one. I'm just going to talk about what books I have on the proverbial want list or wish list for 2018. I never used to keep a want list until I started watching the YouTube videos in the YouTube community, and it's kind of cool. You get your comic book and you mark it off that list. It's a sense of accomplishment, kind of cool to do. Even though I have my own want list and everything else, I mark off the little numbers of issue that I get. But finding that key book, your personal grail, your personal book that you really need or really want to have in your collection, and marking it off the big list is kind of cool. I marked off from 2017. I was able to get 6 books off of my 2017 wish list, and one of those was All Star 35, which I never thought I would get that year, and I was able to get it at Baltimore, and I was very happy to get that. So it goes to show, make up those lists and you'll be able to find those books and mark them off and read them and enjoy them and be happy about it. So on my wish list, the first thing, they're not in order of importance. It's just the first one on the list is Green Lantern number 10. The original series is the first appearance of Vandal Savage. The price is astronomical now. I don't know why it's gone up. Maybe because of the TV. He was in that TV show at DC show. But it's very affordable. Well, reasonably affordable for it to be a Golden Age book of a major character. But it's affordable in guide and lower grade, which obviously what I would be going after. But for some reason, mid to lower grade they're asking as much as a near mint copy, which I think is bizarre. But anyway, Green Lantern number 10, first appearance of Vandal Savage, and then All Star 37 is my next book. It has Injustice Gang of the World, which is one of my favorite covers. It shows the Injustice Gang of the World with the map of the United States, and they're all carving their sections out of the United States with the JSAers all bound up and can't do anything about it. So it's one of my favorite covers, and it's a cool storyline. Mysteries of Unexploded Worlds number 18. It has the character that looks just like the Watcher that Captain Strangelove did a video on it long ago about that. It came out before the Watcher did, and it looks just like the Watcher. So, and it's a Charlton, so it's one of my few issues that I need from that series. One that might be off my really affordable list, but Marvel Family 1, first appearance of the Black Adam. So that could be found, I guess, how to get in lower grade, but it's wishful thinking for that. JLA number 38 with the JSA appearance, JLA 46. That's the first Silver Age Sandman. And one of my more eclectic books, of course, are Charltons, and some of these really weird issues of Charlton. But Strange Suspense Stories 72. It has a panel in that book that was ripped off by the hack Roy Lichtenstein. He's a hack. He takes comic book. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He nauseates me. He takes comic book panels, blows them up, say his artwork. He's a millionaire because of it. But the comic book artists that he steals from, our poverty level. Russ Heath being one of them. But in the Strange Suspense Stories 72, there's a panel in that Strange Suspense Stories that he ripped off that he sold for millions of dollars. So it's going to get it to Charlton. Charlton Space Adventures 33, first appearance of Captain Atom. That's obviously, an important book for any person who collects comic books, or Charlton. Zoo Funnies 101 or number one, but it's the first Charlton comic. It's readily available on eBay, but I don't do eBay. But out in the wild, I've yet to come across it. Fight Air Force number 27 is the first appearance. Well, the first mention of Area 51 in I guess in comic books, but in general. Marines Attack. It's the first Vietnam involved comic book where it's a war comic book that they first talk about or have the main story take place during the Vietnam War. Little Genius number 34, which is, if you're not familiar with the title, it's like a Dennis the Menace type of character. And it's a ripoff of Dennis the Menace that Charlton did, but in this particular issue, number 34, he fights these communist spies, and he uses an atomic bomb. It's bizarre as all get out, so it's one of the reasons that, again, it's a Charlton, and I would like to have it for my collection. And Fighting Navy 101, it's got a UFO cover and a UFO story in it. It goes from to the extreme to the eclectic on my wish list, but it's cool to have it. I have it right here, and hopefully I can mark it off this coming year. I got a lot of time. The main push would be in Baltimore, trying to locate these issues, or if anyone who subscribes and watches the video has any of these for sale or trade, please let me know. We can talk. On to the Midtown. I took them out of the box, but I haven't taken them out of the wrapping yet. But it's the first time I ordered from Midtown, and it's one of those things where I never ever ordered outside other than going to my comic book store, because I'm one of these guys that want to support the local comic store. But I was missing an issue from the House of Penance, a couple of issues that I wanted that my store couldn't get for me, particularly the first issue. And Captain Kronos, which just came out, issue 3 I got from my store, but 1 and 2 I wanted to get, so I ordered from Midtown. So this is one of the first. So I'll show off what we got in here. Actually, this is Captain Kronos number 1, cover A. I'll put them together here in a second. And Captain Kronos number 3 with the Tom Mandrake. This series is written by Danny Abnett and drawn by Tom Mandrake, which Tom Mandrake is a phenomenal artist. His Spectre stuff was incredible, and so he's drawing this, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Here's number 3. I got number 3 with the Paul Gulacy cover, which I'll show in a second. And I think this is number 2 with one of the photo covers. This is Carla from the movie. That is for that one, and then we'll put them together here in a second. Oh yeah, my Galaxy Brutality, number 3. It's a great series. And here is House of Penance 1. I'm really looking forward to reading this. And here's 5. House of Penance number 5. And number 6. So, 2, 3, 1. So we have Captain Kronos, number 1 again. Number 2 with the photo cover of Carla. And issue 3 with the Mandrake cover. And here's the one I picked up from my store with the Paul Gulacy cover, Captain Kronos. And like I said, this is based off of an awesome movie, a Hammer film. Again, these were put out by Titan Comics under the, which is really kind of cool, which is under Hammer Comics, the Hammer logo up here at the top of the glare on there. It was put out by Titan Comics, and it's based off of this movie right here, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. Awesome, underrated Hammer film. One of the cool thing about this is that there's a character in there that knows about the different vampires, and so these vampires are not just the blood-sucking vampires that turn into wolves or bats or fog or whatever that we ever used to, but they all have different abilities. There's certain vampires that can do certain things, and there's a character. I don't want to give away the main parts of the story, but there's a character that in there that knows, can identify, that works with Captain Kronos on his vampire hunting, that can that knows what type of vampires, after they've seen attack, what type of vampire it is. And I thought that was a cool concept, having vampires with different abilities and stuff. So again, Captain Kronos, excellent horror movie if you're into vampires and horror, or Hammer movies in general. And again, the Captain Kronos comic book, which I'm really looking forward to reading these. Like I said, it's written by Danny Abnett and drawn by Paul Mandrake. Tom Mandrake. Excellent stuff. And the other one that I picked up with House of Penance. Again, here's issue 1. And here's 2 that I've had. And I've not read these yet because I've been waiting for issue 1. And I should have made the order sooner from Midtown, but I was just trying to get it from local comic stores to support them. There's 4 local stores in my area within an hour and a half drive. 5 stores within an hour and a half drive of where I live, and I was trying to get the issues 1 and the rest of the issues from those stores. So, that was issue 4, which is such a great cover on that. And the House of Penance is based off. It's a more horror aspect of the Winchester House. It was built by the guy who invented the Winchester rifle, and the penance for him killing with the rifle during the West and with the Indians and stuff was that they had to keep building onto the house throughout generations, to keep building on to the house, so it keeps the evil spirits from attacking them because they'll get lost into the house. That was the belief. And they would build, this is my understanding anyway, and then they would build like stairways that go to nowhere, doors that open to no rooms, and they just had to keep building and building onto this house, which is called the Winchester House, and you can visit it and they have tours and stuff there. And here's issue 6. I think this was the last issue. All right. Oh, that's it for the Midtown comic books that I picked up. Like I said, I got the idea. I knew about Midtown. I know their existence, but everyone else that I watched some of the YouTube videos where some people would go to Midtown to pick up their issues or to get stuff they can't find elsewhere. So that's what I did. So I'm learning from people. So I've been collecting since the mid-'70s. So I guess my mind gets stuck on just focusing on going to comic book stores and not expanding out and going to other places to pick up issues that I had missed or other issues that may be not available in my area. So that was kind of cool. But again, thanks for everyone. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there, a lot of good content. I've been enjoying them. I had a list. I'll have to do another video at some point because I had a list of some new YouTubers that I subscribe to that are under 100 subs that I would give shout outs to, but I don't have the list with me. I laid it down somewhere and I don't know where it went to, so I'll find it and do another video talking about some of those YouTubers. But again, I do appreciate everyone's support and their comments. And again, like I said before, I take everything to heart. It's something I don't ignore. I respond to every comment. If I've left out not responding to a comment, it's by sheer mistake. It's not because I didn't want to answer the comment. So, but anyway, you guys take care. I hope everyone's having a great time getting ready for the holidays, and hopefully you get what you want with comic books and whatnot. So, you guys take care, and maybe I'll do another video before the holidays. Maybe I'll hit the stores this weekend and maybe get some comics and be able to talk about them. All right, you guys take care, and I'll talk to y'all later.